Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. You know, it is so disheartening to speak after people who sing for SAPA, like the one who just left this podium now. A person who sings for SAPA and must be signed by Mabala Noise for obvious reasons and be one of the top acts in the Saxon world should be. Now, the reason why Africa is referred to as a dark continent is because we have got post-colonial disasters, imposters, thugs, criminals who by coincidence, accident, or by design find themselves occupying the highest political office in their land. These include Obiang Basako of Equatorial Guinea, Paul Biya of Cameroon, Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso, General Sani Abacha of Nigeria, Jose Eduardo dos Santos of Angola, Idi Amin Dada of Uganda, Mobutu Sese Seko of a country named Zaire, and unfortunately, Mr. Jacob Zuma of a country he's going to soon name Guptaland. And what are the common features of these people, of these traits that destroy the post-colonial state? They seek to enrich their families. They seek to undermine the rule of law. They have no regard of the Constitution. They prosecute and persecute political opponents, including of the political parties that they come from. They fight in that particular format. And when everything else has failed, they kill, they assassinate their opponents. That is what we are faced with here in South Africa, of a political post-colonial disaster called Mr. Jacob Zuma. That is why we stand as the EFF to say that every opportunity that arises to get rid of such post-colonial disasters, we must act in unison. But we think that there's a tactical mistake, a tactical blunder in the manner in which the motion has been put forward. Because we believe that the liberation movement itself should have found it in its own conscience to act against a Mr. Jacob Zuma who has abdicated his responsibility as a leader of our country and gave it to a family. It's a matter of fact, it's a common cause that some of the ministers who serve in cabinet here were appointed on the instruction of the Gupta family. Mr. Zwane was appointed by the Guptas. They worked with him in the Free State. That is why immediately after appointment, he went with them to negotiate a deal in Switzerland. Mr. Van Rooyen was appointed by the Gupta family. That is why they took him through a corruption induction for 7 days and 7 nights prior to his appointment. That is what we're dealing with. And then you stand here and say that we must still defend a president who has been found by the Constitutional Court to have failed to uphold, defend, and protect the Constitution. What are we dealing with here? We're calling upon you to get your own platforms. You might win the vote today because you must vote according to what Gwede Mantashe has said. But create your own platforms to remove the post-colonial disaster that is facing South Africa. Because before you know it, he would have captured everything. After he has dealt with everyone else, he's going to arrest you. He's going to arrest all of you. He's going to lock you up. He's going to kill you. That is the reality of the situation, because he knows that he has got nothing to lose now. He knows that if he doesn't have control of political power, he's going to be going to prison.
On a point of order, Honorable,
we're going to bring Jacob Zuma down. Whether it's through political action or through this process, Jacob Zuma is going to fall.
Honorable members, therefore, the unparliamentary reference that Honorable Shivambo referred to are incorrect and therefore falls foul of the rules, and we suggest that he withdraws them. Honorable Shivambo.
Deputy Speaker.
Deputy Speaker. Let me assure you
I have
that
invited Honorable Shivambo. Take your seat. Let him respond.
Let me assure you that I'm not going to withdraw truth here. It's not going to happen.
Yes.
It's never going to happen. I'm not going to withdraw the truth that the Gupta family working with Jacob Zuma have appointed Zwane and have appointed Van Rooyen. It's a matter of fact. I can't withdraw that particular reality.
Yeah.
And it's a reality that we are living under a growing dictatorship of Jacob Zuma. It's a fact. who's seeking to enrich himself and his family. There is no need to withdraw that. I will never withdraw. It will never happen.
Yeah, honorable member, you further said, I've heard you on this one, you further said the president is going to kill you. That's imputing a motive to a member of parliament. You have to withdraw that.
I repeat that all dictators, after they steal government money and then enrich their families, and they fight against their opponents, their last option is to kill their opponents. As a matter of fact, that is where it is going. What kind of a president charges their own ministers through wrong procedures? Because that is where it's
Honorable
going.
member.
Jacob Zuma is going to kill you.
Honorable member.
All of you who are thinking that you are on his side now, you are going to vote for him today, but in the future he's going to kill all of you.
Honorable member, you are repeating this despite a request from the presiding officer not
Chair.
to do so.
Chair.
I regard this as a serious
Deputy Speaker.
violation, and that I'm going to refer this
on a point of
for
order.
appropriate dealing with in the House.
On a point of order.
What's your point of order, honorable member?
Deputy, you know, we cannot curtail debate in this House through
No,
these
no.
spurious things that you are naming here. First of all, we have a right to debate in this House. If you are making these things of substantive motion, a substantive motion was made in this House to discuss state capture, I think about 3 weeks ago. These things were discussed in that substantive motion.
Honorable member.
What other substantive motion are you looking
Order,
for? then?
order, Speaker.
Honorable member.
Order, Deputy Speaker. Order, Deputy
No.
Speaker.
Yes, honorable member.
Deputy Speaker.
No,
Order, Deputy Speaker.
no. Don't shout at me.
Point of order, Deputy
Take your seat. Take your seat, honorable member. I've recognized the member. I'll come
Point
back
of
to
order,
you.
sir.
No. Honorable members have pointed out at someone else. Take your seat.
We're trying to help you, Chair.
No, take your seat. I haven't invited your help. Wait a minute, you'll get your chance. Go ahead.
Deputy Speaker, with respect, I want to take issue with your ruling that this is not a substantive motion. It most certainly is a substantive motion. It would be virtually impossible to discuss the removal of the President of the Republic of South Africa if we were not to be able to discuss the reasons why we wished the removal. That is why we were required to substantiate it, why there was significant intervention by your office to amend wording, etc., to make sure that it was in compliance. But it would make a farce of this whole debate if it were not regarded as a substantive motion, because we couldn't put the charges in which we feel the President needs to be removed if it was any other way. And I would really ask that you take advice from the table on this matter. With respect, I believe you are wrong.
Honorable member, I have hey. You keep quiet, please. I don't misbehave. No.